Hey, welcome to YouTube channel, Awaken to Your Soul. I am Jenny, and if you have already liked and subscribed, thank you so very much for joining me today. If you haven't, please do, but either way, I appreciate you taking the time to listen to what today is all about. So as you came across this video and every video that you see of mine, all of the videos are timeless, meaning no expiration date, but you are coming across it in perfect timing. You needed to hear this video and ta-da, here it is. So today's video is the letter J, not for Jenny. That would be too easy, right? J for journey. Okay, so this, again, as all the topics are, very vast, but we're gonna kind of boil it down into more of like, what is a journey? Okay, there's a lot of different explanations to this, but we're gonna talk about journey as far as like a energetic spiritual experience or life, right? So if you think about it like this, we are all on our own journey. And sometimes it may not feel like we're on a journey. Maybe sometimes it feels like we're stuck in that 9 to 5 rut of wake up, go to work, come home, get some rest, wake up, go to work, repeat, right? Doesn't seem like much of a journey if we look at it like that. But if you think about life from beginning to end, it is your journey. Now, I could go into how we choose to create the skeleton, if you will, for our journey prior to coming here as a soul, also known as a soul contract. But that is not for this video because that's S. Maybe we'll talk about that during our S video, or you ask a question, it might be answered in a Q&A. But this video is not about that. This video is about this lifetime's journey. So a journey basically means experience. We are soul beings, spiritual beings, energetic beings here having a human experience. What does that mean? We are here on planet Earth, this planet of free will, because we want to experience what it's like to be a human. This is one of the best ways for our soul to gain knowledge, to level up as far as souls go, for us to learn lessons, learn what it's like to overcome all of these really dense emotions, to be able to embody that love that we are pure, that is our pure energy, that unconditional love. So when it comes to our journey, so many of us think, God, this life is just so horrible. I'm dealing with such hard things. Why is this so hard? I didn't sign up for it. Yeah, you did. You did sign up for this. And here's the thing about the journey. Every single person's journey is unique to who they are. Even identical twins have a different journey. Our journey is based off of every experience that we have. Every single experience. And no two people have the same experience. Even if two people experience the same event, they come away with much different experiences of that event based off of the life that they had leading up to it, all of the experiences that they had before it. So no two people's journey is the same. And the thing of it is as we're moving through life, there's a lot of us, myself included, who are here as guides to help you on your journey. What works for me is not going to be what works for you, and I'm not here to say, oh, this is what I did and you have to do it too, because that's not how it works, okay? So if you ever come across a coach or a guru or anybody that's like, oh, this is what I did, you have to do it too, okay, that's not how this works, because what works for me isn't not necessarily what's going to work for you, but my job is to help you find what will work for you. So when it comes to your journey, interacting with other people when they're on their journey, no judgment. Zero judgment is a key to having a really great journey. Now, we are here on our journey. We might set a goal to be over here doing this amazing thing. We might be starting out, high school and say, man, I just can't wait until I'm graduating high school. I just can't wait. Well, here's the thing about your journey. There's the past, right? And then there's the present. That's where we are right now. That's where we're listening to this message in the moment. And then there's the future. The past is where our fears lie. This is where our experiences are. If we had poor experiences, if we had experiences that caused fear or trauma or, just unease within our life, then we fear going through those same experiences. If we have worry, we are now living in the future. We are worrying about what's going to happen. We are worrying about what's not going to happen. We are worrying about how it's going to happen. We are worrying. Now, the problem about fearing what happened in the past or replaying what happened in the past or dwelling in the past, upset about choices that we made that we can't change, choices that we made that put us in the situation that we're in right now. If we dwell on the past, we are not living in the moment. We are focusing our efforts, our energies on something that happened that we can't change because it's already happened. If we are worrying about the future, we're sitting here in this moment, but we're not in this moment because our energy is on, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Oh my gosh, what's going to happen? And all of a sudden, our ability to enjoy where we're at right here, right now is gone. We can't enjoy what's in front of us. We can't utilize our 5 senses to enjoy life, and that's what it's all about. So how are we going to make the most of our journey? Live in the moment. Understand that everything to make your journey exactly what it needs to be is already within you. All this extra stuff adds to it or takes away from it, but everything that you need for your journey is already within you, okay? If you are in a place where you're at in your life because of choices you made and you're upset about those choices, if you dwell on the choices, all you're doing is dwelling on the energy that got you to where you're at, which is feeding the same energy that put you right here where you don't want to be. If you're unhappy and you're thinking about how unhappy you are, then you're going to stay unhappy. So every time we have an opportunity to experience something, there's a lesson in it. Cause and effect. There's a lesson. And if we are in a place that we don't enjoy, and we're able to take this nasty glob of gobbly-gloop, muddy nastiness and rinse it off and find this beautiful little gem that's that's hidden inside, which is the lesson, and put it here in our heart center to keep with us as we move on in our journey, then we don't have to stay stuck in the situation that we're at. We don't have to continue to repeat the same experiences because experiences are here for us to learn the lesson. We don't learn the lesson, we continue to go through the same experiences. It might be the same energy, it might be the same experience, just a different setting, a different plot, different characters, same lesson. Okay, so keep that in mind. And when you are moving through your journey, live in the moment, move in the moment with love. With love, yes, unconditional love for yourself first and foremost, and then for others, for every person that you come across in your journey. And we'll go into that in another video because I don't want to spend like a ton of time on all the different tangents that this really means. But if you are able to be in the moment and enjoy everything about it, find that silver lining even if it's a frustrating moment, then you're going to get a lot out of it. Now, the last thing I want to talk about in regards to your journey is you can either sit and be a passenger, sit in the back seat of the car as somebody else drives your journey, drives you through your journey of life, and you can just sit and be very passive. Let go and let God. That's the phrase that comes to mind because it's like, oh, I'm going to give everything up. I'm going to surrender. Surrendering is important, very important. But if you just let go and expect the universe to take over and everything is going to be exactly how you want it to be, you're going to be waiting around. You might end up with this beautiful life, but there's a lot of waiting around, a lot of just sitting. Where if you choose to co-create difference, co-create, surrender, but I really would like to be able to accomplish this. So instead of waiting for this to just miraculously drop into my lap, I'm going to do what I need to do to line up with the opportunity to make this happen. I know that I'm here. I know that I want to achieve this goal over here. I'm not just going to sit here and wait for the goal to come to me. That's not how this gap that's not how you span this gap. You want to span this gap, you got to move. You got to take those steps. You got to go from stepping stone to stepping stone. And maybe you kind of have to go backwards a couple times, which is fine, because what? How does an archer shoot an arrow? You got to pull it back first before you let go and it shoots. So going backwards on your journey, while it may seem counterproductive, sometimes is important. So that's in a nutshell the journey. Now, last thing I'm going to leave with you, this book right here, The Journey Home. It's a Kryon parable. Lee Carroll channeled this book from Kryon. It is an amazing book about Michael of Pure Intent and his journey through his spiritual life. And I really, really highly recommend this book. It is not about death. A lot of people are like, well, I'm not dying. I don't want to read about dying. It's not about death. The Journey Home. And it's all about what he needs to do to get to his final destination. Okay, again, it's not about death. But I highly recommend this book, The Journey Home. If you get this book and you read through it, put your questions in the comments below, because I know you'll have questions. I know you will. But this one, friends, The Journey Home. If you decide that you want more, you want to learn more, you watch my videos and it just like sparks that curiosity, and now each video it's starting to fan a flame into life. This book is definitely going to give you a little bit of a direction, but it's going to give you a lot more questions to be answered. And when you have questions, you can take those steps forward and getting on your journey of life and getting your questions answered and learning, experiencing, enjoying. So with that being said, friends, thank you so much for joining me today, for taking the 13 minutes in your journey of life and spending it with me. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Again, please put your questions in the comments below and I will compile them into a Q&A video on a weekly basis, so long as I have the questions to put a video together with. And that being said, I hope you have the most wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much. Much love and appreciation to you. Take care.